Today we're starting with something a little different. It's a really personal story, a direct request for help, a search for a hero, from a woman named Helen.
Wow. That's the very first sentence of a letter from Helen. It gets right to the point, doesn't it? She's facing this huge, life-altering challenge, and she knows she can't do it by herself.
So, what we're going to do right now is walk through her story together. We're going to break down exactly what's happening, what the solution could be, and, well, how someone out there, maybe even someone listening right now, could be that hero she's looking for. All right, so first things first. Let's meet the person at the heart of all this. Who is Auntie Helen?
So Helen is 62, and from her letter, you get this picture of someone who just loves life, Someone who's always tried to live it to the absolute fullest and really treasures the people around her. But right now, she's up against this massive health challenge. So what exactly is that challenge? Let's get really clear on what she's facing.
Okay, Helen has stage 4 chronic kidney disease. And just to be clear, that's a really serious diagnosis. It means her kidneys are severely damaged. It's actually the last stage right before total kidney failure. And that's exactly why her search for a donor is so urgent. And this line from her letter just says it all. This isn't something she can just, power through on her own. It's literally impossible. She needs someone else to help her overcome this. But here's the thing. There is hope. There's a really powerful solution, and it's the whole reason for this request. And that solution is a living kidney donation.
And I want you to focus on that phrase, best chance. Because yeah, there are other treatments out there, but a transplant from a living donor, that gives her the absolute best shot at a long, healthy life. It's really the gold standard.
Okay, so this is where we get into the nitty-gritty. How does this whole thing actually work? I know a lot of you probably have questions, so let's just tackle the biggest ones head on. And this is probably the number one question on everyone's mind. Does my blood type have to be a perfect match?
Okay, so Helen's blood type is B positive. That means, yep, she can get a kidney directly from someone who is B positive, B negative, O positive, or O negative. But, and this is a huge but, that is not where the story ends.
And I really need you to hear this part. Even if you're not a direct match, you can still help. You could still be the one to save her life. So, how on earth is that possible?
It's all thanks to this incredible program called a paired kidney exchange. Some people call it a kidney swap. And the idea is actually pretty simple. Let's say you want to help Helen, but you're not a match. Well, the program helps you donate your kidney to a total stranger that you do match with. And in return, their loved one, who happens to be a match for Helen, donates to her. It's amazing.
Let me break it down. Imagine you're donor A and Helen is recipient A. You guys aren't a match. The program finds another pair, donor B and recipient B, who have the same problem. So you give your kidney to recipient B, and donor B gives their kidney to Helen. Boom, just like that. 2 lives are saved. It's a really beautiful, elegant solution.
Okay, next big question, and it's a huge one for most people. What about the cost? The medical bills, travel, taking time off work. It sounds really intimidating, right?
Well, Helen is crystal clear about this in her letter. For the donor, there is 0 financial cost. Nothing. All the medical stuff is covered by her insurance, and she's made it clear that any other out-of-pocket costs will be taken care of. Money should absolutely not be a reason to hesitate. All right, what about the pressure? The commitment? Like, what if I start the process, I look into it, and then I realize, you know what? This isn't for me. Am I stuck? Am I obligated to go through with it?
The answer is a huge, resounding no. And honestly, this might be the most important thing to understand. Just learning more, just making a phone call, even going through some of the initial screening, none of that obligates you to anything. You can back out at any point, for any reason, no questions asked. This is all about you getting information, not about being pressured.
So, now that we've cleared up some of those big questions, it really boils down to this. There are 2 very clear, very simple, but incredibly powerful ways you can help Helen starting today.
First, if you're even a little curious about maybe becoming a donor, here's what you do. You can call this number, or you can go to this website to register. That's it. That's the first step to starting a totally confidential, completely no obligation process to just see if you might be a match.
And just so you know, you'll be contacting the Sharp Kidney and Pancreas Transplant Center down in San Diego. Now listen up, because this part is super important.
Because of privacy rules, the person who might donate has to be the one to make that first contact. Helen can't do it, her family can't do it. It has to start with you.
But there's a second way to help, and honestly, it's just as powerful. Helen says it perfectly herself. Even if you can't be a donor, just sharing her story can make all the difference. Think about it. The person who can save her life might not be you, but it could be your cousin, your coworker, a friend of a friend. Just spreading the word is a huge, potentially life-saving act. So I want to leave you with this one last question. The hero that Helen is looking for, maybe it isn't you. But what if it's someone you know? By simply sharing this story, by just passing this on, could you be the one who makes the connection? The one who connects the hero to the person who needs them? The answer is absolutely, 100% yes.